Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to round 2 of the second season here in the East Coast Formula 1 Championship. We are here at the Hungaroring in Hungary, ready for qualifying. Everyone getting their setups ready, getting ready to head out on track. Looking for some good action here today. This track is quite unforgiving with some of the curbs that are present on a few of the corners. So we'll see just how well everyone fares here. You can see a Red Bull just about to head out on track there. I will get my stuff set up, and looks like a Williams jumped out right away, followed by a McLaren, an Alfa Romeo, a Haas, and another Williams. Looks like Owen Wilson was first out. If I recall correctly, he was the winner of last week's race at Coda. Showing good pace in the Williams as he comes through that tricky chicane with massive curbs there. Those are very unforgiving as well. Those can damage your car or easily throw you off your line. It's easy to exceed track limits there as well. A couple fast right-handers. As he's nearing the final hairpin, ready for his hot lap. We've got practically the entire grid out on track, so this should be a good one. So he's about halfway through as he comes in through the uphill left-hander, invalidates, cuts the corner quite a bit, so he will have to take another trip around the track. He's followed closely by Renan in the McLaren. As he comes around this sweeping right-hander, if you touch that inside curb, it very easily collects the car and is nearly impossible to recover, so drivers will want to stay away from there. As he comes in through a pretty quick section of the track, you want to have a good line to carry as much speed as possible through there. Currently holding on to a purple sector 2. It's very early on in the session. That could change, but maybe not. Bit of a lock up there into the final hairpin. Good exit. And this will be the time to beat. Renan in the McLaren DRS Open. 1:15.783 is the time to beat as a Haas comes across. Soy Loco with a 1:16 flat. 2.5 tenths behind him. We got another Williams LFR Herald coming across. He'll go fourth fastest. Murph Selly, one of the podium sitters from last week's race, currently sitting second. Fox, over a thousandth of a second difference, just pretty much the exact same time. You don't see that very often. P1, P2 at the exact same qualifying time, down to the 10,000th of a second, I guess it would be. Hash 1:15.101. Matt Rosie sitting on provisional pole in the Alfa Romeo 1:15.023. Labatt's Blues going fifth fastest with a 1:15.6. Hightower 10th with a 1:17.753. Smith Pell, the reigning champion here in the East Coast Formula 1 Championship, going fast with a 1:14.727 in the Red Bull Rocket. Owen Wilson bumps him down, going 5 thousandths faster with a 1:14.722. Is now the time to beat. LFR Herald diving into the pits. Looks like we got a Ferrari coming. Guitar Maniac on his first hot lap of the day in that bright red Ferrari. You go third fastest with 1:14.813. Got a McLaren, or Renault, sorry, that's Dissection coming across the line, starting his hot lap. Monkey Mafia diving into the pits. Ex-Red Bull driver. We'll follow Dissection around the track. He's got a good, carrying good speed through there with the Renault as he comes into that uphill right-hander. It's a tricky corner to not exceed track limits. You want to carry significant speed through there. As he comes through that chicane, does well, doesn't take too much curb. He's carrying pretty good speed here. Let's see where he ends up on the leaderboard as he's coming up quick on the pair of Ferraris. We'll hop on board the Renault as he comes across the line, passes the pit entrance, coming into the final corner. Carries a good line, good exit, lots of curb. 6th fastest for the Renault. We got a 5.6 for the Renault team. Dissection making a 1:15.235 hot lap for his first trip around the track. Looks like next across the line is going to be a Mercedes. Jay Kelly. He's coming through one of the final hairpins here. And he'll dive into the pit. Monkey Mafia bringing the rest of his Mafia today. Hello, Caesar. Got a couple comments there. I can see a Renault coming around the track. That'll be Renan going for another hot lap here. He's on his out lap, getting those tires warmed up. Let's see what he can do. I do see a Ferrari behind him. That'll be Niru completing his first hot lap, sticking it close to the wall there. Good exit. 4th fastest for Niru, right behind his teammate Guitar Maniac. That is a 1:14.862, good enough for provisional 4th place. I do see a Haas coming. That'll be Soy Loco starting his next hot lap. He'll be looking to improve at a 13th place. Currently sitting with a 1:16 flat. A couple more drivers coming across the line here. Detail starting his hot lap in the racing point. Coming down into turn 1. Got an Alfa Romeo coming across. Murph Selly starting another hot lap. Unholy Red Eye just about to start his hot lap. Takes a good line through there, doesn't invalidate. Coming uphill, setting a purple sector 1. That is a good start to a lap. Hopefully it doesn't throw off his concentration here. Renan bumping up into 5th place with a 1:15.007. Good job on the Red Bull getting out of the way, not impeding any laps. Detail's carrying some good speed, setting a purple 2nd sector as well. We got a good lap here from Detail in the racing point. What can this car and driver do? What can he do? Here we go, coming across the line. Oh, he lost some time in that 3rd sector, going 14th overall, 1:15.806. Murph Selly bumping up quite a few spots into 2nd with a 1:14.3. Just a 10th, just over a 10th behind pole position. You can see a Renault coming across the line. Hash will bump up a few spots into 3rd with a 1:14.540. Fox coming around the final corner onto the pit straight. Good exit, lots of curb. He won't improve. He'll stay in 10th place with a 1:15.2. See Labatt's coming across. He'll bump up a spot. He'll swap places with his teammate Jay Kelly. Good enough for P11. You can see a Ferrari coming. That'll be Guitar Maniac starting his next hot lap, looking to improve at a 5th. Harold dive into the pits in the Williams car. Looks like Soy Loco on, I think he was on a hot lap, but must have invalidated. He'll take another trip around. My apologies, I didn't have the tires set there. Most of the tires, softs looking like to be the starter today. Unholy Red Eye, he'll dump into the pits. Followed closely by his teammate there. I don't know if Smith Pell's on a flyer. No, he'll dive into the pits as well as his teammate Fox, I believe. What else we got? We got an Alfa Romeo coming around the final. Not the final, my apologies. Second last hairpin. We got a Mercedes coming. Dive into the pits. That'll be Labatt's. Currently, formerly of Renault. Oh, we got Guitar Maniac off the track, busted off a good portion of his wing there. So he'll be jumping back into the pits to get that Ferrari fixed, hopefully in time to get back out for another qualifying lap. We do have a Haas coming across the line. Soy Loco, he won't improve. He was on the mediums. He was trying to set a faster lap, obviously wanting to start his race on the medium compound tire. But he wasn't able to do so. So I think he's on an in lap here looking to dive back into the pits and regroup, so to speak. Rena nearly starting his next hot lap. He's on a fresh set of softs, I believe. Yeah, brand new set of softs there for Renan. We'll see if the McLaren can improve on his time. Soy Loco on an in lap, I believe. What else we got out here? We got Niru out on track. Fresh set of softs on the Ferrari. I didn't catch his Sector 2 time yet. He is a 10th up currently, which would be enough to get him potentially into 5th or maybe even 4th place if he can pick up some time here in the 3rd sector. Good exit on the power. Coming into the final turn. Good amount of curb, gets the wing open. He will, it'll bump him 2 spots up into 4th place with the 1:14.7. As a Haas exits the pits right behind him. Mad Rosie in the Alfa Romeo starting his next lap. See a Racing Point. That'll be Unholy Red Eye just starting his next hot lap. Renan coming across the line. He'll improve a few places. Goes up into P4 with a 1:14.635. Provisional P4 with 3.5 minutes left to go in the qualifying session here in Hungary. Dissection just about to start his next hot lap here. Potentially his final hot lap here in Hungary. Guitar Maniac coming around the final corner in the Ferrari. Getting on the power. Labatt's Blues and the Mercedes just starting his next hot lap. Details starting his hot lap. We got lots of cars out on track at the moment. Fighting for that final good lap to get up a few positions on the starting grid. Matt Rosie Oh, he'll go fastest with a 1:13.395. Almost an entire second faster than the second place Williams of Owen Wilson. Impressive lap by Matt Rosie. Looking Unholy Red Eye will improve a few positions as well, up into P12 with 1:15.583. Fantastic lap by Matt Rosie. He will be, looks like he'll be a car to watch potentially in the race here. Jake Kelly just starting his next hot lap. You can see a Ferrari coming. That'll be Guitar Maniac, currently 5/10. Not up in his time, sorry, slower than his previous lap time. Labatt's will improve a couple positions up into P8 with a 1:14.7. Detail won't improve. Lots of cars out on track. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep everybody. Oh, we got Harold crashed out in the second sector there. Hightower improves, goes up into P10. LFR Harold crashed. I missed it there. Oh, coming out of that chicane. Or just into the chicane, sorry. So that'll start him P15 in the Williams. Got a Red Bull coming. That is Smith Pell starting his final hot lap of the session. Jay Kelly coming across the line. He'll bump himself up a few spots into P11. 1:15.181 for Jay Kelly in the Mercedes. Owen Wilson starting his final hot lap. You can see that'll be the end of qualifying for Detail. We got a Haas coming around. I'm all sorts of messed up here. Soy Loco, almost a second up on his time. 17th up into 14th with a 1:15.308. Good enough for P14 in the Haas. Dissection just came across the line, and he does have enough time to do one more lap here. You can see a Ferrari coming. I don't know. That's Niru. Just enough time. 6 seconds shy of the end of qualifying, and he manages to scoot across the line. Do see a Williams coming around. I don't know. That's Owen Wilson, 2/10 up on his time. I don't think it won't be enough to quite catch Matt Rosie. He won't improve. Or yeah, he does. My apologies. Not quite enough to get up into pole, but it's looking like Matt Rosie may be our pole sitter here for round 2 of the East Coast Formula 1 Championship here at the Hungaroring. So Loco diving into the pits. He will not improve. Dissection coming around. I didn't see his time, but it's looking good. Ooh, he will bump himself up into P11 with a 1:15.018. Reenan will not improve out of 5th. We got a Ferrari coming. That's Niru. Won't be going any faster. Do see another Williams out there. Oh, that's Owen Wilson. He's done. And that'll do it for qualifying here in Hungary. Matt Rosie taking pole position for Alfa Romeo with a 1:13.395. A blistering lap. Owen Wilson in second with a 1:14.261. He sat on the top spot for a while there, but he will be on the front row with the Alfa Romeo. Williams and Alfa Romeo starting at the front of the pack. All right. Alright, so we got Matt Rosie starting at the top of the grid. Owen Wilson in second on the front row. Murph Selly for Alfa Romeo starting in third. Hash in the Renault in fourth. Reenan is P5. P6 going to Nero. P7 Smith Pell. 8th goes to Labatt's. 9th Guitar Maniac. And 10th is Hightower rounding out the top 10. Dissection in 11th. P12 goes to Jake Kelly. P13 is Fox. 14th is Soy Loco. Unholy Red Eye going 15th fastest. 16th goes to Harold, unfortunately crashing in qualifying. Detail goes 17th, and 18th, last but not least, Monkey Mafia in the McLaren. He was on the medium tire, so he was going straight for strategy that may play out good for him. So we'll just see how that pans out here in Hungary. We'll see what kind of weather we got. It does tend to rain here, so let's see what happens. Very sunny out there today on race day. Good thing for the drivers. Not to say we can't get a storm cell roll in, but as of right now, it's looking pretty good for the teams. Everyone getting their final car adjustments ready. Picking their tires. And we'll get ready for some racing. Harold there, losing control in the curve after the chicane. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Got the car a little unsettled and couldn't improve his time and make it a little bit of work for the Williams mechanics there, but nothing they couldn't tackle. We'll see both Williams cars out on the grid. Almost similar to Max Verstappen crashing on lining up to the grid last year, I believe it was, and the Red Bull mechanics pulling off an absolute miracle. So Harold letting the Williams mechanics do the same thing as we're nearing the grid formation and starting the warm-up / formation lap. You can see all the cars there, lights out, as the Alfa Romeo Matt Rosie pulls away, followed by the rest of the grid. You can see the cars swerving back and forth, trying to get some heat into those tires. As you can see, the bottom 8 drivers, sorry, choosing mediums on the majority. Soy Loco opting for the hard tire. Hopefully the track temp is up to give him a little bit of help with those. Monkey Mafia at the bottom of the grid choosing a brand new set of softs. And the top 10 fastest drivers obviously starting on the softs. The front few drivers really pulling away from the grid there, which isn't necessarily the best idea. They'll be sitting for a few extra seconds on the grid while those tires cool down as the rest of the grid forms up, but a good above shot there of that second last hairpin. As we'll just scroll through the grid here as the final couple turns of the formation lap are completed. The cars will line up on the grid. Get ready for lights out. Monkey Mafia pulling kind of a Daniel Ricciardo kind of thing, swapping out of one car and into the McLaren. We'll see what he can do this season. Alright, as the final cars get ready on the grid here, we'll be just awaiting lights out. Here we go, cars ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go here in Hungary. Round 2 of the East Coast Formula 1 Championship. As the cars come down the hill into turn 1. 3 wide here. Oh, bit of contact from the McLaren in the back. Oh, we got some chaos in turn 1 there. A few cars off track. Oh, we got a bit of a bump there from the Red Bull. As the cars kind of get into single file here, so a little bit of chaos early on in the race. 2 wide. Soy Loco going around the outside. Dissection taking a 3-second time penalty early on here for exceeding track limits. As everything kind of levels off a little bit here. Owen Wilson taking over the lead of the race there. Matt Rosie in second, Hash third, Niru in fourth. Jake Kelly and Labatt's got a battle going on here with the Mercedes as Labatt's went wide there, I think. Missed a braking point probably and went off track, but managed to regain. As you can see, soft, medium, medium, soft, medium, hard. It's looking to be a 2-stop strategy regardless of what tires you started on. So we'll see. We got a couple cars in the pits there, Red Bull and a Haas, a Smith Pell and Hightower. We got a Mercedes in there as well as a Williams. Got a few cars crash right off the bat. Looks like we're getting some new wings, some new tires. Unfortunately, an early pit stop, but hopefully it doesn't play to their disadvantage too heavily. Got a couple close gaps here. Murph Selly on the gearbox at Dissection as we sit on board, and the Alfa Romeo gets a good exit on him. They're going to go 2 wide. Dissection concedes the position. Murph Selly cruises on through. Got a bit of a train back there. I will do my best to keep up with the small gaps here as we race today. You can see the majority of the grid there in the 3rd sector. And DRS should be enabled this lap, I believe. As it is, race control has announced DRS is enabled. So we'll get some good passing opportunities, hopefully, as this race progresses. Jay Kelly diving into the pits. I did notice if he had some wing damage. As, yeah, they're putting on a brand new front wing on the Mercedes. Oh, we got a Haas. Hightower spun in the last corner. Majorly unfortunate as he has to pit again. Getting another brand new wing there. A couple different strategies now as we see. Monkey Mafia saying he doesn't like this track. It definitely doesn't seem to be a favorite among a lot of racers, but it's usually not short of action, that is for sure. Just trying to keep an eye on these gaps here. So you can see the Alfa Romeo, Marcelli closing on the gearbox. Guitar Maniac will want to probably watch this one for a quick second here as we'll get a couple cars with DRS. Looks like Labatt's was having a bit of an issue there in the 2nd sector, but he got that sorted out. Ooh, Marcelli looking down the inside. A little bit of contact in the side pod there. Wheel to wheel. Murph Selly. Oh, Guitar Maniac back down the inside. Guitar Maniac hanging on for now. Murph Selly eases off going in there. Didn't want to cut the corner. He'll close in on Guitar Maniac at another time probably. Good racing here from the Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. Murph Selly is not giving up this easily, though. Bit of a lockup there from the Ferrari. close battle behind him as well. Unholy Red Eye looking for Dissection's position. Soy Loco taking a 3-second time penalty in the Haas. Gonna have a little DRS train going here down the pit straight. It's really hard to stay with all the gaps here. Guitar Maniac closing in on Reenan as they go into turn 1. It's a pretty good exit on him. Couple position changes. Ooh, I missed it. My apologies. Murph Selly taking a 3-second time penalty. Oh, we got a Mercedes spun up here. The Bats Blues having some issues in the Mercedes. Lock up there from Guitar Maniac. Matt Rosie, the 3-second time penalty. A lot of cars very close here. Monkey Mafia closing in on the gearbox of Unholy Red Eye in the Racing Point. Loses a little bit of a gap there. Soy Loco cruising by Dissection. Dissection went a little deep there. This middle of the pack is very close right now. Matt Rosie getting close to the current race leader, Owen Wilson, in the Williams. Just chaos going on back here. All sorts of swapping. Murph Selly gets the spot from Guitar Maniac. They'll both have DRS in that short little straight there. Smith Pell set the fastest lap with a 1:18.607. Currently sitting in 13th position for Red Bull. Some fantastic racing here in the opening laps in Hungary. Fox falling back a little bit from Monkey Mafia, but not too much. Just trying to keep an eye on these gaps here. Give you the best racing footage I can give you. Fox closing in on Monkey Mafia. Oh, Monkey Mafia goes a little bit wide. Fox is taking advantage. Oh, I don't know if there was contact there. I think Monkey Mafia might get the DRS down the pit straight. He will, which will help him catch up a little bit. Owen Wilson diving into the pits for the first time this race. Getting a brand new set of mediums. Unholy Red Eye hunting down Guitar Maniac. Reenan dove into the pits for McLaren, putting on a brand new set of hards, looking to push those till the end of the race. Unholy Red Eye taking a 3-second time penalty for Racing Point. Exceeding track limits it is easy to do at this track, unfortunately. The Haas of Soy Loco looking to take 8th position for Monkey Mafia, taking a lot of that curb as we sit on board the Haas. Showing some decent pace on the on the hard compound tire. Although Monkey Mafia are probably quite worn out at this point. Monkey Mafia going a little bit deep again. This is the spot he lost the position to Fox. Goes a little bit wide. Soy Loco looking down the inside. Monkey Mafia will give that position up as he dives into the pits looking for some brand new tires. Niru hung out there as Matt Rosie and Hash dive into the pits for a brand new set of hards, also looking for that one stop. We'll see what kind of pace these guys can hang on to on the closing laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Harold in the Williams taking a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits as well. Nehru and Murph Selly have yet to pit, as well as Guitar Maniac on those starting soft tires. Those will be falling off probably excessively by now. They'll be looking to pit any lap now. Dissection taking a spot from Monkey Mafia, both on the hard tires. The Renault getting a better exit out of turn 1. And he'll cruise away from the McLaren for the time being. Gaps have opened up a little bit with these pit stops. So Loco sitting 7/10ths back of Fox. And Holy Red Eye sitting about a second back. Matt Rosie taking a 3-second time penalty in the Alfa Romeo. Probably just trying to get some heat into those hard tires. Just can't quite hold on to the lines that he did earlier on. Jake Kelly taking a 3-second time penalty in the Mercedes. And a few more guys diving into the pits now. We got Murph Selly, Nehru, and Guitar Maniac. Those starting soft runners in the pits now, swapping out tires. Guitar Maniac taking the hards while Murph Selly and Nehru taking mediums. Hightower, 3-second time penalty in the Haas as we go wheel to wheel here. Soy Loco and Owen Wilson getting the spot. Owen Wilson on fresh mediums, showing the pace difference. We'll see if this plays out for Soy Loco in the long run, though, hanging on to the... Oh, as he takes the time penalty going wide out of that fast left-hander. It's an easy place to exceed track limits there while you're trying to hang on to the timing, your pace that you're trying to carry through there. Unfortunately, Owen Wilson getting close to the gearbox of Fox there. We know Owen Wilson's got some pace, so we'll see how Fox can hold him up. He is on 8-lap-old mediums, though, so that just that tire wear advantage alone could potentially see Owen Wilson taking that position. He is in DRS range, so if he gets a good enough exit here, he will catch him. Taking a slipstream off of the Fox as he moves over to the right to try and block, but it's to no avail. Owen Wilson getting the move done. Now he's looking to catch up to Unholy Red Eye. Did we have an issue with Harold there? Looks like his wing's intact, but he just had a bit of a hiccup. Hightower not too far behind him as he comes through that chicane with the massive curbs. Front of the pack sticking fairly close right now. Murph Selly only a 10th back. I better hop on board here as he looks to snag a position from last year's champ, Smith Pell, and the Red Bull Racing team. They both hold pretty good lines through here. Once again, that inside curb has a tendency to grab that tire and pull your car around. Unfortunately, a bit of a lock up there for Smith Pell. Hash taking a 3-second time penalty for Renault. Once again, probably the same thing, trying to get some heat into those new hard tires. Some pretty close gaps here. Now that the majority of the racers have got their pit stops out of the way. Murph Selly on less worn medium tires here. Smith Pell trying to defend, but we might... better hop up here. Matt Rosie loses it, so he'll lose a couple positions in turn 1. Murph Sell gets by the Red Bull of Smith Pell and takes DRS in that second section as well, unfortunately. So Smith Pell will be looking to get that back. Matt Rosie hunting down Soy Loco in the Haas. Soy Loco also looking to snag a position from Fox there. Dissection taking a 3-second time penalty in the Renault. Exceeding track limits. Looks like about half the grid's got penalties at the moment. Matt Rosie was looking down the inside but can't quite stick his nose in there. three of these cars will have DRS, so I'm thinking Fox may make the run on Holy Red Eye, as in Holy Red Eye takes the outside. Matt Rosie looking for a move on Soy Loco. Oh, as they go heavy into turn one. No contact though on Holy Red Eye, goes wide. Soy Loco. Matt Rosie making the move on Holy Red Eye, losing pole. Losing the front of the pack. Fox in second place. And Owen Wilson hanging on to first with a 5-second lead. Third to sixth, third to seventh, only separated by about 2 seconds. Hash showing some good pace there on those hards. Constantly looking at the back of the Racing Point at detail. Both Racing Points sitting P5 and P6 at the moment on the similarly worn medium tires on Holy Red Eye. He's going into the pits. Looks like an early pit stop, unfortunately. The Bats Blues taking a 3-second time penalty in the Mercedes. Matt Rosie getting by Fox there with the help of DRS. Now Matt will be looking to climb that mountain as up towards Owen Wilson, as he's got a pretty commanding 5-second lead at the moment. And Holy Red Eye hopping on the hard tire train. Soy Loco taking a 3-second time penalty for the Haas team. Jay Kelly sitting down at 15th there for Mercedes, LFR Herald P16, Hightower P17, Labatt's in P18. Pretty close gaps here out on track. Hash currently 3/10 back of detail. He'll be looking for that DRS down the pit straight here. Detail won't have DRS off of Soy Loco, so we'll see if Hash can get a good exit here. Matt Rosie setting the fastest lap for Alfa Romeo, 1:17.834. See if that gets and yields him an extra point. I missed it, unfortunately. Soy Loco going down the inside of Fox. Hash doesn't quite catch Detail. Detail put up a good battle. Fox looking around to go on the outside. Nope, we got a switch back. Soy Loco will hang on to it for the time being, though, as they come up into that quick left-hander. Once again, easy to go wide there. And Holy Red Eye all over the back arena. Looks like Hash is closing in as well. We don't know where to go. Good exit there by Hash. Very good exit. Looks down the inside. He'll go for it. Wheel to wheel. Detail hanging onto his line. Good racing here. Detail a bit of a lock up there as he yields the position to Hash. Hash goes a bit wide on the outside curb there. I think Detail will have DRS. He'll get a bit of an advantage here down the pit straight, but I don't know if it'll be enough. He'll close the gap a bit, but won't get him into turn one here, so he'll have DRS again. Fox going a little wide there as he's hunting down Soy Loco again. Looks like Hash for now is sitting okay. Matt Rosie still about 5.5 seconds back of Owen Wilson. I don't know if he'll have the tire advantage going on that early hard pit stop, but time will tell. Holy Red Eye still looking, Reenan taking a 3-second time penalty, going wide out of that fast left-hander. Very easy corner to exceed track limits. The steward's handing him a penalty. I imagine he's got a bit of pressure building as he can see the pink BWT Racing Point car in his mirrors, constantly hunting him down. He's looking to get that position from him, and Holy Red Eye really pushing here. Oh, we got a spun Red Bull. Oh! A huge crash! Oh, wow. Oh, and then Nero backs out into Smith Pell. Oh, and it gives Smith Pell a penalty. I don't think he deserved that, but some major chaos here coming out of turn 1. We got a VSC, a virtual safety car. I don't know how that didn't bring out a full safety car. Pandemonium coming out of turn 1 there. Somehow only Fox rendering his car undrivable. Nero's got some heavy damage. Guitar Maniac with a drive-through penalty, speeding under the virtual safety car. Jake Kelly having an issue out of turn 1. Definitely some issues there with that crash. Some guys didn't manage to get away unscathed. As you can see, Nero's missing a good portion of the front wing of that Ferrari, so that'll completely kill his lap. He'll have to dive back into the pits. Probably on a new set of hards, I'm going to guess, to get him to the end of the race. He's not going to want to have to pit again. Some major crashes there. The Red Bull of Smith Pell, he's missing an end plate, so I don't know if he's going to look to stay out there. He's on 14 lap old medium, so maybe he'll be looking to push as hard as he can until his pit window opens again for his second stint. Gaps have opened up quite a bit here. The closest one on track at the moment being Hash to the back of Soy Loco. Nero dove into the pits. Monkey Mafia, 3-second time penalty in the McLaren, exceeding track limits. Nero opting for the mediums to last him. What do we got here? 10, 17 laps roughly. That is doable. It looks like details on 16 lap old mediums, so looks like he should be able to make that work. Hopefully that'll find him some good pace. Hash getting DRS down the second portion here. Oh, gets into the back of the Haas. See how he'll fall back a little bit. He's using his ERS, trying to catch up here. Ooh, almost into the back of him again. Soy Loco hanging on to that position very well. He's been under fire from Hash for a while here, but he's hanging on. I don't know how much longer he'll go on the hard compound tire, but he's making it work for him, that is for sure. He's got a pretty good gap. He'll only lose probably, it's hard to say, probably 5 or 6 positions with a pit stop. Monkey Mafia. Oh, looks like Dissection might have had an issue. My apologies, I did miss that as he loses a few spots there. Ash with DRS, hunt down Soy Loco again. Soy Loco just fending him off quite well here. Oh, I do see some raindrops. I wasn't even paying attention But looks like we got some rain incoming, race fans. This has happened multiple times here at the Hungaroring. We may see guys trying to stretch their slicks until Soy Loco with that cut in the corner there, taking another 3-second time penalty. 4 drivers without penalties here on the grid. I think some guys might be looking to their pit wall, trying to get some guidance as to when they should pit, because if that rain falls any harder, these slicks are going to be practically useless. So the guys will be looking to hopefully stay on the slicks as much as they can until the rain really starts to come down. And we could get some more interesting racing here if guys tend to have to swap to those intermediates. Soy Loco staying out for now. Matt Rosie is closing that gap a little bit on Owen Wilson. He's cut it by about a second. Hash coming down the inside, looks, but he won't go for it just yet. Trying to get a good exit here on Soy Loco. Soy Loco just putting on a clinic of defending here. Fantastic work from the Haas driver. Don't want to go away too far here. I'll get to some other drivers shortly here. You can see a gap getting very close at the bottom of your grid there. 12th place Dissection. We better go down. Oh, and he does make it. He goes around the outside and gets DRS to pull away. Great job by Dissection in the Renault, making up a spot there. And Guitar Maniac and Holy Red Eye taking a 3-second time penalty for Racing Point. Great job by Dissection, making up a spot for the Renault team. Oh, as he goes wide, takes another penalty. All right. Hash, he's looking. Soy Loco dives over to the right and defends the inside line. We're going to do a bit of a switchback here. Soy Loco makes his car wide. Hash won't be able to do it. Soy Loco just absolutely phenomenal defending here for laps on end. Currently lap 21 to 35 here in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Guys making sure they're not going to exceed track limits. I'll just kind of move back through the grid a little bit. Details currently sitting in 5th with Murph Selly closing in on him quick. Got to swap back and forth a lot. Oh, Dissection losing it. You can see water coming off the tires there. It is getting wet out there. Nobody's decided to pit yet, so it might not be getting that bad. It's very difficult in these F1 cars to find that fine line. Murph Selly getting by Detail. So that'll give Detail DRS down the pit straight here. He's on 20 lap old mediums. Really trying to channel his inner Sergio Perez. Hash finally making the move, and I missed it. My apologies, folks. Soy Loco just couldn't quite defend any longer. Great job by Soy Loco holding Hash off as long as he did. Looks like he's not giving up too easy though. Matt Rosie taking a 3-second time penalty in the Alfa Romeo. Only 4 seconds back from the leader now. Rain's coming down a little bit harder here. You can see the cars are getting a little bit squirrely. I'm just curious to see who's going to be the first driver. Ooh, looks like there's a Williams coming into the pits. I'm going to stick on board here with LFR Harold to see what he does. You can see the rain dripping down the camera. There it is, the green wall. He's serving a penalty right now. And he's opting for those intermediates. As I was going to say earlier, sorry, it is a fine line with these Formula 1 cars and the amount of grip that they require. If a driver goes on the intermediates too soon, they won't work very well because it's not quite wet enough for them to actually have grip. Smith Pell serving a penalty as well. New front wing and a new set of medium tires. Let's see how this works out for these guys. Smith Pell has about 12 laps left to work those mediums in. Curious to see how Harold does on track here. Those glowing red front brakes. Labatt's Blues taking a 3-second time penalty for Mercedes. Owen Wilson will have to pit again. I don't think he'll be able to push those tires for another 11 laps. But I could be wrong. Details currently on lap 22 of his mediums. Soy Loco diving into the pits finally after 23 laps on the hards. And he'll opt for a new set of mediums to finish out his second stint of the race. Only losing, I think, 2 positions there, so not too bad as Renan closes in the McLaren. You can still see rain coming down, but it must not be too bad to give up the slick tires as LFR Harold. You can see he was on the intermediates. Might have been a bad call from his engineer, but we'll see what happens. Unholy Red Eye taking a 3-second time penalty in the Racing Point. As he's closing in on Renan. Niru getting very close here. Blows by Jay Kelly. Those fresher mediums helping him get a good exit there. The drivers don't seem to actually be too fazed by the rain coming down here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. So it looks like the slicks were the way to go. LFR Harold doing what he can to hang on to the race here with 10 laps to go. I'm thinking that the tires are falling off the Williams at the front of the track there. Hash taking a 3-second time penalty in the Renault. Matt Rosie has cut the gap down by about 2.5 seconds from previous, probably 10 laps ago, roughly. So I'm thinking the grip level is falling off. Those the difference between the mediums and the hards starting to show. Renan taking a 3-second time penalty as he's falling under pressure slightly from Unholy Red Eye in the Racing Point. Niru closing in on, oh, and he hits Hightower. Oh, he was trying to get a good exit and stay in that slipstream, but got a little too close there. Although he closed up the gap rather quickly there. See, he's definitely still within striking distance. He'll be looking to remake that move shortly here. Smith Pell looking at the gearbox, a dissection in the Renault. He's on brand new medium tires versus Dissection's 18-lap-old hards. Niru right back behind Hightower. Fantastic recovery. Smith Pell here looking to get a good exit on Dissection, and he'll do just that. There he goes past the Renault. Dissection doing everything he can to battle him back. Ooh, Smith-Pell almost loses it there. But he will hang on to 11th position. Great job by Smith-Pell. Niru going for a second attempt here. Got the ERS, got the DRS. Hightower covers the inside line. Niru dips back out. Has Owen Wilson coming out of the pits. Losing that one position. Hightower getting a little squirrely. Owen Wilson is looking to get by him here, and he does. They are back markers, I guess, so that will unfortunately get them to slow down just slightly. Now the question will be, is Owen Wilson going to be able to take back over the front of the pack, or is Matt Rosie going to push those hard tires to about 25 laps or so? The possibility is there. Unholy Red Eye looked like he had a bit of an issue there coming out of turn 1, but he hangs on. Niru taking a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flags. Oh, majorly unfortunate for him. Just one too many corners of not letting the front runner by. We got a spin. Labatt's Blues, 20-lap-old mediums are finally showing their age. So you'll have to dive back into the pits for a new set of tires and a new front wing by the looks of it. Hightower, 23-lap-old mediums, finally calling it for the Haas Racing team. Brand new set of softs. See what kind of pace he can snag in this last stint of the race here. 7 laps remaining in the Hungarian Grand Prix here. Round 2 of the East Coast Formula 1 Championship. Fantastic action today. We're in the closing laps here. Murph Selly looking at the back of the Renault of Hash. We'll hop on board the Alfa Romeo. Oh, I did miss. Smith-Pell scooping by Guitar Maniac. Maybe Guitar Maniac was looking for the DRS here. Looking for a little help down the pit straight. The rain's still coming down. Guys are staying relentless there. Monkey Mafia also opting for the intermediates. Maybe the rain is coming down a little bit harder here. We have seen a little bit of rear ends breaking loose, guys spinning, so it very well could be coming down a little bit harder. So Loco getting by detail, taking over 5th position. Murph Selly struggling to get on the power coming out of the final turn. I'm thinking that it might be coming down a little bit harder now. It's hard to say. Oh, a little bit of a bump there from the Alfa Romeo. Although Murph Selly's tires are quite old. Looks like he's just trying to hang on to 4th position here maybe. See if he can't stay ahead of Soy Loco for the remainder of the race. Detail diving into the pits for Racing Point. Brand new set of softs. With guys pitting this late and putting on brand new slick tires, they must not be that bad. It looked like Jake Kelly had a bit of an issue coming out of the pits there. Newer medium tires just can't quite keep the heat in there. Gaps have opened up quite a bit throughout the grid. We got a couple close ones, 10th and 11th, 3rd and 4th. Currently only 4 drivers on the grid without penalties so far. That could make a big difference. We'll see what kind of penalties we're dealing with here. Soy Loco, 12 seconds as well as Dissection. 9 seconds to Matt Rosie in first place, 6 seconds to Hash. So that could very well cause some grief here at the end of the race if Owen Wilson can bite into that gap a little bit. He can very well snag first away from Matt Rosie just based on penalties. Murph Selly definitely looking to get that position back. Steal the position away from Hash there. Close the gap to 5/10 right now as a few more cars come up the hill into that fast left-hander. Coming into the chicane with the giant sausage curbs. Good line there from those drivers. Murph Selly, he's hunting him down. He's looking for that spot. Monkey Mafia headed back into the pits. I'm thinking he's not liking those intermediates. Good shot from the helicopter there. Murph Selly's looking for the spot. He's closing in on the back of Hash. See what kind of an exit he can get here. We'll hop on board the Alfa Romeo. He does have DRS. It's not that slippery yet. Hash kind of moving over, blocking. Very close. Oh no! Murph Selly kind of loses it a bit. Hash gets the better end of the stick there as he gets away a little bit from Murph Selly. 4 laps remaining here, and it is a slick one. Hash taking a 3-second time penalty. So what does that give us here? Hash has got 9 seconds of penalties total. That could easily be a spot made up for Murph Selly. He just has to stick with him there. Great control by these drivers. Detail closing in on the back of his teammate there. Soy Loco taking a 3-second time penalty in the Haas. The 2 Racing Points having an on-track battle here. Oh, Murph Selly getting real close there. Can't quite get the exit on him. Unholy Red Eye lets his teammate by. As probably a strategy between the team. Detail does have brand new medium tires. Every car back on the grid with slick tires again. Monkey Mafia and LFR Herald deciding to get back off the intermediates. LFR Herald taking a 3-second time penalty. It's such a difficult call to make, especially in conditions like this. Debating on whether or not you stick with the soft tires or the hards. Soy Loco getting another penalty here. There's going to be some interesting swaps here on track. Owen Wilson's made up a ton of time on Matt Rosie with those tires. A little over 2 laps remaining here. Gaps have opened up quite a bit. That may play well. Soy Loco's got a grand... Oh, we got a spun Alfa Romeo. Matt Rosie lost it. And that'll give up the position to Owen Wilson. That'll be enough for him to catch up, unfortunately. Oh, and he's got those tires absolutely heated up on the Alfa Romeo as a Ferrari's coming in. And a McLaren. Oh, that's some chaos at the end of the race here for Alfa Romeo. Not good, not what they wanted. Detail just has to stay within an 18-second gap of Soy Loco, and he'll gain a spot from him. Soy Loco having difficulty here at the Hungaroring. Hanging on to 5th place right now. It's a solid drive from the Haas driver. Managing to stay up where he is. Murph Selly still hunting down the Renault. A superb drive from Owen Wilson today on the 2-stop strategy, I believe. On the 2-stop, and he's hanging out at the front of the pack now. Monkey Mafia only 4/10 back in Niru. Looking to make up a last second position here on the Ferrari driver as they come through that chicane. Monkey Mafia is showing a good pace. It looks like the rain has subsided. If that's the right word, I'm not sure. As we come into the final lap here, Owen Wilson setting the fastest lap on lap 34 with a 1:17.788 in the Williams on the medium compound tire. Crazy strategy here from Niru, diving into the pits. I'm not quite sure why Ferrari would call him in. He'll serve a penalty, and he won't be able to set a fastest lap if that's what the idea was going onto the softs, because he won't actually complete an entire lap on track. That's unfortunate, so he'll lose 2 positions. LFR Harold actually setting the fastest lap with a 1:17.631. Stealing it from his teammate Matt Rosie with a 3-second time penalty. Hanging on to the hards there. We got 26 laps. It'll be 27 at the end of the race. Here we are. Owen Wilson coming around the second last corner. Final hairpin. Williams winning the Hungarian Grand Prix. Fastest lap on the final lap, 1:17.221. As a few more drivers cross the line. Smith Pell looking to make a last-second move here. Matt Rosie coming across the line. Second place for Alfa Romeo. That'll be Alfa Romeo on the podium for the second time in a row, as well as the Williams. Hash taking third. Murph Selly bumping them. Once again, we got a double podium for Alfa Romeo, 2 races in a row. Soy Loco taking 5th. I must have missed it. Detail had an issue, and I don't think he's actually going to make that position up. He won't, unfortunately. A second behind Soy Loco. Smith Pell taking 7th position. Unholy Red Eye in 8th. Guitar Maniac 9th. 10th goes to Renan. And the drivers finish the race here. Monkey Mafia in 11th place for McLaren. Driver of the day goes to Detail of Racing Point. Fantastic drive by Detail. Great work here as Owen Wilson dances up onto the top step with a 2-3 by Alfa Romeo again. Got a bit of a repeat here. Fantastic drive, couple Canadians and a Brit on the podium. Owen Wilson taking the win for Williams, as well as the fastest lap, snagging an extra point. Matt Rosie second, and Murph Selly for third for a 2-3 Alfa Romeo finish. Fourth goes to Hash in the Renault. Fifth, Soy Loco in the Haas. Despite quite a few penalties, he managed to hang on. Great drive. Coming up from 14th on the grid. Detail coming up from 17th into 6th position for Racing Point. Fantastic push by him. Smith Pell starting in 7th, hanging on to 7th position for Red Bull. Unholy Red Eye starting in 15th, coming all the way up to 8th for Racing Point. A good 6th and 8th points finish for Racing Point. Guitar Maniac taking 9th. 10th goes to Reenan in the McLaren, followed by his teammate Monkey Mafia. Niru going 12th, P12 for Ferrari. Dissection taking 13th. Hightower 14th. 15th goes to Jay Kelly, followed by his teammate Labatt's, formerly a Renault. 17th goes to LFR Herald in the Williams, and Fox Racing, who DNF'd, crashing out of turn 1 there in 18th position. That'll do it here at the Hungarian Grand Prix, round 2 of the East Coast Formula 1 Championship. I will see if I can snag a couple of the drivers for a quick little interview. Nothing too fancy, but alright, we're joined by the Alfa Romeo drivers. Oh, and we got the Williams here. We'll hop on with the third place driver, Murph Selly, I believe. You had third place in the race today?
I did.
Fantastic drive. Give us a bit of a breakdown. What's the comments on your race today?
Better than I expected, for sure. Jeff definitely lied to me. Told me there was going to be more rain than that. So
I kind of figured.
Yeah, I went with the mediums, but they panned out. I finished with 73%, so it was a tight one, but made it work.
Yeah, you definitely managed to stretch those. That was a good drive. You had a good battle there. I believe it was with Hash. Is that correct?
Yeah, with Hash, I was right up on him, but he kept pulling away out of the exit of the corners. So. Yeah,
he managed to hang on a little bit. I think it might have been those the hards to mediums. Maybe just had a little bit more grip there at the end, but you managed to, if I recall, I think you made a little bit of contact there coming out of the last corner and almost lost it.
Yeah, I got a little bit into the back of him, and I almost spun it, but
it looked bad there. But then you managed to recover quick and caught him quite quickly down that pit street, so that was pretty impressive. And then just hung on to snag that position from him at the end, so that was great.
As soon as I saw the 9 seconds, I had to save the tires.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I did mention as he just has to stay within that gap, and you managed to do so.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, fantastic drive.
Thank you.
And we'll quiz Murph Selly's teammate here, Matt Rosie. How does it feel to snag the second step of the podium here?
Good, bittersweet. I mean, I think I kind of killed my own race today, but I mean, never complain about a podium.
Most definitely. Yeah, you were hanging on to the front there. What went on there later on in the race that I think you spun there?
Yeah, I mean, credit to Owen J. Wilson there. He had really good pace, and I killed myself with the penalties. and I had to push to try to maintain that gap. I just pushed a little too hard with the wet track, and went around there. But really, I didn't have a chance anyway. He was too quick on those new mediums. So
Yeah,
well played by him.
Yeah, he was moving, and you were hanging on to the. Did you catch that inside curb on that one corner before the chicane? Is that what spun you around, or?
I'm not even really sure, to be honest. I never really lost a car there before, but I guess just with it being so slippery, it must have been a curb or something, and I just got on the power too quickly. Yeah. Oh yeah, my tires were beat up towards the end.
And around she went.
Exactly. I couldn't stop it from there.
Well, it does. Most definitely, and yeah, you hung on for a second place, and once again a 2-3 finish for Alfa Romeo, so that's fantastic for you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely happy about that. Happy I can get some points for Murph and his teammate who's away this week as well.
Yeah, most definitely. Fantastic drive from the reserve. Well, it looks like we won't be joined by the Williams, but thank you guys for hopping in with us. And yeah, congrats on the podium.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll see you guys next week.
Well, I mean, I think I got Matt Rosie for another week, so.
Perfect. Well, hopefully you guys can do a repeat here. Maybe bump yourselves up a step each.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, certainly. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Take care.
Well, that was Matt Rosie, Murph Selly of Alfa Romeo, finishing second and third. Another solid finish there for the team. It's been a great one, an exciting one here in Hungary. We are back next Wednesday, same time, same place. Join us for some more impressive race action here in the East Coast Formula One Championship. Jeep for Life signing off. See you guys next week.